Hello YouTube and welcome back to all Flads. This is Heroes of the Storm and today I am coming at you with Raynor. So the first talent we're going to take is Give Me More, and I'm going to explain this build, which isn't a... it's definitely not a typical build, and Jim Raynor is a character that all the new people will know you play him first through the tutorial with Uther, and then you probably play him for a little bit as well before deciding to pick other characters. He's not very sort of favoured within the Hero League, and that's because he has some massive failings, and like, he's an assassin. Okay, so you'd expect him to be able to do like massive burst damage like most of the assassins in the game. Unfortunately not, that's not quite how Jim Raynor works. He's pretty good at siege, he does reasonable damage, and the Q shot can pick people off, but I mean overall, it's not... He's just nothing compared to like a good Valor player. A good Raynor player still couldn't outscore a good Valor player, and therefore you sort of have to decide whether you want to take Raynor instead of, say, Valor from within a sort of a snake ladder, or whether you take him over Thrall or something like that. And I just don't think you would. You just end up, and we are just attacking the tankiest of all the tanks here. I think you just end up taking either Thrall or Valor or Nova or anyone Zeratul over Raynor. So I've decided that I'm going to take that as a little bit of a challenge and try and actually create a build that does something different. It's the idea behind the build. Oh, there's an Azmodan. Come here. Is that we're going to protect ourselves as best as possible. Oh my god, the damage there was large. We're going to try and build ourselves to protect ourselves as much as possible, and then sort of bring ourselves on with damage in the late game. So we're going to carry ourselves essentially. Oh shit. Oh really? He jumped over it. Please don't stun me. Oh, it's Duke City. And the mayor is Flads. Oh, just got out. Diablo kind of saved me there. Yeah, sorry about that, Diablo. So now that we've... so our first little build was Give Me More. There's Adrenaline Rush, which is a passive at the moment, which kicks in when we hit 30% health. It basically just kicks us back up and gives us like a health regen. What we're going to do now is actually make that a selectable talent, so it's now become our E, and that's also meaning that we can sustain ourselves. I don't like using the word sustain with Raynor. Support ourselves and give ourselves a bit more survivability whenever we sort of choose, as long as it's cooled down, of course. So we are just attacking so many freaking tanks. Is there an Azmodan up here? No. Oh, I'm not sure how much I want to get involved with Mirrodin and Tyrael. That, however, we don't mind. Can we burst him down? Quick, come on, Diablo! Catch him, catch him! You must have something in your locker. I know that Tyrael's not very high, so we can try and go for him. So at the moment, in an early game, when we're not doing a great deal of damage, we're pretty much focusing on surviving any initial encounters, and we're going to gradually build ourselves up. Now, a lot of people will take things like Seasoned Marksman, and they'll try and build Raynor as a damage character. Honestly, from what I've found, it doesn't work. But the only way to get real damage from Raynor is to just be aggressive, like really aggressive from the word go. And it's an awkward thing to try and do, because ultimately he's very squishy and he doesn't do a great deal of damage, and there's Uther in there as well. This is going to go badly for Diablo. Oh, run away, run away, run away. Yeah, what's up top is the fact that we're getting our fucking arse handed to us. Oh shit, I did not want to get stunned. We just can't fight against that at the moment, and they're not even defending it down the bottom when they've got a 3v2. So it's not going well at the moment, although Tyrael is kind of just hanging out. Yeah, just hanging out with his wang out. Now this talent, this is where I'm currently in a bit of a pickle with regards to the build. Okay, so hamstring shot is ideally the one I like to take because it actually helps in team fights later. The movement speed per inspired hero, I've never really understood this one because it doesn't actually offer like a massive amount. Like, why would you need the movement speed in a team fight when there's loads of people around you? Surely you're not going to be running away in that sort of thing. So we're going to take Q. Oh, I didn't want to press that. We're going to take the hamstring round slows. That's the thing that helps the most. Now, adrenaline rush removes impairing effects. What that does help with is your escape. The only thing is that if you build for escape, you are kind of just sort of asking for trouble, if you ask me, because you're not really going to do any damage and you're not going to sustain yourself during the escape, and because we're building for damage later on, it's not really helping the team as we move on. So the slowing, the penetrating round slowing, that does help the team later on because it just keeps it's not really crowd control, but it is just it's something that can help massively just keep the enemy in team fights. Now, because of how tanky the enemy is, I don't suppose they're going to be going anywhere anyway, so it's not like we're going to have to worry about that. But it's the one I've decided to take. This is a mishmash build. It's not really building anything in particular, and you're the wrong side, Diablo again. Every time he throws that guy in the wrong side and just catches himself out. No, not block them. Absolutely not block them. I'm way too squidgy for it. And you just he keeps putting himself the wrong side. I refuse to take the blame for that particular encounter. He needs to stop getting himself in trouble. I've had a couple of people telling me that I could tank with Raynor. Now, Raynor has an element of sustain, okay? He's got a little bit that can help him. It's not a great deal. Right, to be perfectly honest, it's absolutely nothing. Oh, we got him eventually. So now we can actually go in here and we've got half a chance of picking up this Dragon Knight now with material down. So pick up. We're going for Hyperion. This is just a given for me. Raynor's Raiders I just do not like at all as an ultimate. I think it's really greedy and it actually does less than what you want it to do. Oh, yeah, you can attack Diablo all you want. He's attacking the tank and I'm stood next to him. Good game. That just doesn't make any sense. Now I'm going to try and go down here. Do we lose arterial as well? Oh, and we picked up the Dragon Knight. This is good news. I've got a horrible record on this particular map. I very rarely win it. And I've got no real understanding as to why that is. It just seems that I haven't quite figured out the tactics for that. But Diablo and I have sustained and weathered the storm that was coming at us. We've gone on a 3v2 this whole time. It's a pretty good go, to be honest. And now we are wrecking face, and I'm going to chuck this in here, bring myself up in health, and those guys are going to be taking a hell of a lot of damage off of this. They're very tanky. We should be going for Uther, not Muradin. Oh, and this fort is going as well. Kill Muradin, kill Muradin, kill Uther, Uther! Oh my God, was that Nova? Oh, is that what happened? He kicked him. Fine. Uther. Yeah, and we got Uther as well. Beautiful. Did we get 2 down? No, just the 1 down. Okay, so that was a reasonably successful Dragon Knight there. I will take that. How are we getting on? I've died once, which is never good. But it was fairly early on. We're currently leading the XP contribution. We've done a lot of laning so far. We're not ahead in laning. Sylvanas is ahead in everything apart from general XP. But Diablo and I, nonetheless, we're Trojaning, and it's going pretty well at the moment. I think we're not doing too badly at all. We just need to stay out of the way of them. Oh, and there's a lot of damage coming this way at Diablo. He needs to run. I've got no way of helping him. Oh. And yeah, that's why blocking doesn't work, because it's just not a thing. I haven't got the sustainability to do it. and they are putting in a massive push up top. As I say, I'm refusing to have this put on me by Diablo, although his cooldowns are pretty low anyway. Okay, so for a level 13 talent, we're gonna go for that. Okay, I'm coming down. I can help with that. For our level 13 talent, Giant Killer, that will help on basic attacks. That's not the one I'm going to take, by the way. Double barrel, penetrating rank as a second charge. That can be helpful as well. I mean, this is a pretty good one. Steel Resolve, inspires, lasts longer, and activates with Adrenaline Rush. This can help with your sustain, but I think ultimately, for when the final push is coming in, putting on a clinic, sort of being the battle momentum-esque thing, is just so handy. Look, because once I start taking out the minion waves, I can get the cooldown on my ultimate down to somewhere around sort of 30 seconds, which is very, very strong. And it also means that towards the end of the game, we could be putting in huge amounts of siege damage, whilst also using it in team fights to really sort of put a hurting on the enemy team. I love putting on a clinic. It's the one we're taking. Now, I know a lot of people were saying, well, you're not really building for damage late game. It works its way up towards me just doing what I'm good at. So I am good at siege, and I'm good at sort of picking people off late game, and I'm also good at just deterring the enemy. And we've already got the Dragon Knight again. This is good, so we're going to chuck this down through here, and we're just going to continue the siege assault from the top. We're actually doing a really nice job. The Dragon Knight has gone mid. We might want to think about helping that after this fort's gone down. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go down here, and then we're going to go and help the Dragon Knight. No, don't leave Mirrodin. He's way too tanky. Are we going to get involved down here? I'm not sure how good an idea this is, actually. We are massively undergunned. Diablo's moved in. He's just jumped into the middle of... Help Diablo, help Diablo. Oh, that was a waste by Nova, and we picked up one kill there at least. Diablo survives for the skin of his teeth. What one's the real one? That is the real one. Yes, we picked up the real one as well. Okay, now we can move on Mirrodin. Although Uther is in a very dangerous position here. Let's just buff everyone for their attack speeds. Take Uther out. Have we got enough on him? No, we haven't got enough just to take him out. We probably should have pushed a bit harder there, taken Uther out, as Madame would have had no choice but to back off. But overall, this has been pretty strong so far. We are going to take, in this one, we're going to take Cluster Round. This does more damage per hit on our Q. It really does make us more assassin-y, because it means our single shots really do like pack a punch. Bullseye is a stun round. It does a... I prefer Cluster Round simply because of the sort of the damage it does across the board, and the other two, Berserk increases our movement speed as well, and you can combine that with Nexus Fury, but it's not actually where I like to take it. So we are going with Cluster Round. Oh, we can chuck an ultimate in here as well. Uther is in so much trouble. Come on, kill Uther! Kill Uther! Finally, Jesus! There's a little bit of a waste there on my ultimate, but it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. It's kind of enough to take out Uther, and that's really the main source of their sustain. And there goes their Asmodan, and Diablo's taken the fire breath for his ultimate. Oh, I don't want to get caught by that. Let's just stay out of the way and let our tanks do the main soaking. And here comes our little wave of minions. See, we've got 45 seconds left. I've got to block that. Okay, Tyrael did a good job. And we can probably take this tower down here now. I don't know where the actual Nova is. One of them. It's one up the top. Okay, that's fine. We're going to go for the Dragon Knight again. Going to come up and help Tyrael. As you see, we're still ahead in XP. We are doing pretty well. We've got second top hero damage, and we're third with regards to the siege damage. So as you can see, all through the game, although we haven't taken massive damage sort of talents, the slightly more aggressive nature of Raynor when you're playing him leads to a much better team contribution, and it really can make a lot of difference once you start getting your ultimate as well. And with my ultimate here, I can actually push this top down. So let's just make sure they're not going to come top and try and nick the Dragon Knight for themselves. As Madan is up there, he's going to have to focus pretty hard on defense. So I'm going to come down here and see if we can pick off a couple of people in this team fight that's going on. There's Raynor. He's obviously got full health. Oh, no mana. So that's why he stayed out of it. Let's go and help Diablo. Oh, Diablo got fucking owned. Oh, I don't know why we're fighting him. Uther is the one we want to fight. Let's go and get Uther. Let's go and get Uther. Oh. Oh, am I going to die? I'm going to die here. Oh, shit. Blocking Uther and then getting the kill on Uther led to my own death. But we have taken the hero damage lead now. And we've also got the highest XP contribution by 3k. So we're doing pretty well. This is pretty strong so far. We are 1 fort up as well. So, I mean, the Dragon Knight this round, if we can take out this bottom one, we'll be moving pretty well on towards the win. But, I mean, oh my goodness, we've got a lot of our team down here. And Diablo is on a full cooldown as well. So, we've got 2 up against their 3 up. They're currently going for camps. Really, they should be going for the Dragon Knight, but they're obviously preoccupied down the bottom at the moment. So hopefully our team's just going to wait for us to respawn. And I've actually taken the hero damage by quite a bit so far. I mean, I am technically the damager, I would say. I would say I'm the one that's supposed to be doing it. So it's not that uncommon, but those of you that have played Raynor will know that he just is not that great at doing anything outside of siege. So this is going well so far. We've tried to keep ourselves fairly well in the fight and as far forwards as possible. But their Dragon Knight, this is gonna shake up things just a little bit. Let's just pull that out. Oh, kick me in the ass! And I'm hoping we can take this down fairly quickly. We're gonna need some big ultimates to stop attacking Mirrodin. It's Uther we want. If we're gonna fight anyone, it wants to be Uther. Stay alive, everyone, stay alive. They're having to use their ultimates to escape. There's Nova. There's Nova. We got Nova. We can also take Mirrodin here. And Mirrodin goes down by the Diablo. Now we are on the move. So our level 20, we're taking Scorched Earth. This is where our ultimate really sort of starts to ramp up. You can take Nexus Fury, Nexus Frenzy. But ultimately, I don't see it as something that we want, considering we haven't built our right click at all. Let's just make sure he can't escape here. He's gone for the escape. It's not going to be enough. Just that position there, just by holding here, meant that he had to hold off on his escape. He was waiting for me to come, but it just gave everyone enough time to come through. My ultimate is now going to be insanely powerful. It does a lot more damage and becomes actually a viable use in team fights. So if this kicks off properly down here, we're going to see just how effective it is. Although I am going to chuck it out for siege, because this is going to do a whole crap ton of damage to their various defences. You see just the speed at which we are annihilating the enemy towers here. Let's just buff everyone quickly. Oh my god, what was that went down? Sylvanas went down. We've got to fight, we've got to fight, we've got to fight, we've got to fight, we've got to fight. We've got to fight. And we've managed to escape. Oh crap. I can sustain myself now because I've built that up early game. We just want to keep backing up. Where am I going? I clicked the wrong part of the screen. I'm going to have to come back round from behind and hope I don't get caught. Oh shit, I've been caught. I've been found. I've been found. I've been found. Uther's found me. I think I'm going to be able to get away. Oh my god, Tyrion's there as well. Run away, Flads. Run away. Run away, Flads. You've been caught, Flads. No. Oh, a misclick on the screen leads to disaster. Alright, that was quite fun. As you can see, Diablo has now taken the hero damage. We didn't really want to die there. That's not where I'm useful at all when I'm dying. But we've got it's 4 up for each team. We can really do the Dragon Knight here just to put this final kick in. We are level on forts, as you can see. This one is nearly dead, and our top one is pretty much untouched. So I mean, we're a little bit ahead. Tyrael's gone down. Whose was it? It was theirs. Come on, go after Uther, go after Uther, go after Uther. It's Uther and Azmodan. You can fight them. You can do so much damage to them. And Mirrodin's coming. Now is the time to run, because if he gets Avatar, there could be some problems. Alright, 10 seconds on my cooldown. Oh, great save there by Rhaegar. Just pulling out Ancestral Healing right at the last minute. Yeah, that was really nicely played. And I'm going to tell him. So we're going to come now and try and pick up this top with the Diablo and Rhaegar, and Tyrael's also there as well. It looks like they've left bottom alone. Their Tyrael is down currently, and we're going to be able to pick up this. Although they are come bottom. They didn't do it in time though. We are now picking up the Dragon Knight. Let's attack here. Oh, that's gone down. So we're going to go and push down through the middle. We've got full on all our talents are up. This is going to be a strong push, and hopefully we can get into a team fight here and we can actually get going with the there goes Uther. I just need to stay out of too much trouble. Although Nova is in a world of problems here. Get slow on her. Just try and take down this top fort. Don't want to go with Mirrodin. I just need to be careful with Nova because she will burst me and I will die. Block her, block her, block her. Diablo's gone down. We are 2 down. Diablo's on a short cooldown though because of the deaths that have been around him. Oh, we can get Azmodan here. There's Azmodan. We've backed him up. Don't get caught. We've done a pretty good push here. We've managed to take out 2 forts on this particular Dragon Knight. And that's enough for us. I think Tyrael might be in a bit of trouble, but ultimately that was a pretty decent push. We've got another Tyrael here. I'm just going to hold off so that he can't escape. Has anyone found him? Where's he gone? Oh my god, how did he manage to get away that fast? And he's got his horse. Incredible. We don't want to overextend here. Oh, Mirrodin is so low. That ultimate's going to do that. And there's the death. So Tyrael is now focused. No, Uther. No, Uther's what we want. He controls the large majority of their CC and also their healing. He's most definitely the one you want to be taking down. And we are going to put in our ultimate here. This is going to start doing a lot of damage. We've got a lot of creeps coming through now as well. And we can probably make a little push if we get rid of that onto their base. I've taken out this shield with my ultimate. Just need to stay away here. Who was it that got taken down? They got fucking owned. That was Sylvanas getting absolutely annihilated. Just need to sustain myself and back out the fight briefly. Take Tyrael down. Back up out of it. Who's down? Diablo's gone down again. Oh, that's going to be enough to take Uther down. Oh, he's had to use a heal on himself. Is it going to be enough? Why could I not attack him there? Pressing the wrong fucking button. No, I wasn't. Definitely pressing the right button. For some reason my right mouse click just bunked out for a second there. That was not good. You see my ultimate's already on the way to a cooldown. I can actually come up in here, take out a few of these, and we'll be down onto a cooldown again. We've got their base down to 80%. This is going to be probably the biggest push, and this is arguably going to be the last push. Don't worry about Mirrodin. Push the mobs, push the mobs, push the mobs. We've got attack speed up for all the mobs as well. This is going to be the final throws. Here we go. This is the last of the game. It's been a very strong push. And that is the win, finally, for Raynor. We end up with 44k XP contribution, 70k in hero damage, just behind Diablo, and just shy of 100,000 siege damage. Strong game, and that is how you play the more aggressive Raynor. It wasn't arguably my best game, I will be perfectly honest with you, but it did give a sufficiently strong idea about how you should play Raynor. We did very well. We had some nice tank involved as Sylvanas was just bashing away with her damage, but overall 44k XP contribution, just shy of the top hero damage, and sort of about middle for siege damage. So we did our bit that time, and that's essentially how you make Raynor a far more viable character. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been Flads. This has been Heroes of the Storm. Cheers and goodbye.